You knew what your salary was. You did not have to live beyond your means. You did not have to get that bag. You did not have to get those shoes. You did not have to entertain that man. You did not have to get in that car. You did not have to do all of these things. You said what?
You did not have to go to that club.
You didn't have to go to the club. It's so many things that are your choices day to day, moment to moment, that will impact and affect what you do in the future. Hello, beautiful people and fellow whiners, and welcome to another episode of A Little Something, the number 2. Wine About with your hostesses, Siobhan Camille.
And Ty-A Michelle.
Where sips get real and we wine while we whine about life, relationships, culture, and so much more over a glass of wine. If you are listening to this on your favorite podcast platform, please come on over and join us on YouTube. You can find us at ALS, the number 2, WA. Yeah, it is this here second. It is second Wednesday. We just all over the place today. Okay. It is second Wednesday of March, and we are in Women's History Month. This is for the ladies. Hey, hey, hey. This is for the ladies.
A-L.
You still there? ALS, the number 2, WA.
Oh, 2-W-A. A. Why do I keep doing that's S?
That is S. We're doing American Sign Language for those who can't see, because some of us need help to be, all inclusive. DIA is a thing, trying to be accessible.
And I used to know, I used to literally sign with the sign ministry at church, because we used to sit over there. Me and Erica watched. Now Erica picked it up way faster than I did and knew way more. But that's why I was like, I know this. I literally taught all of my children how to do their names in sign language. That was a must. So,
all right. So today's episode is called Trick. What you doing? What you doing?
We gonna talk. What is you doing?
I feel like this is going to be a little more popular for the men, quite honestly, because we're about to talk about female accountability. And I know how much men love to hear that, because so many men equate that with the bashing that they want to hear. But this is not from bashing. This is from a place of love, ladies.
Love and encouragement.
Really and truly. So grab a glass of your favorite red, white, or rosé and join us on the couch.
Wow, I didn't know you were still in the intro.
Because you was over there halfway doing sign language. You just blocked out and then came back in.
Lord. Y'all, it's been that type of week though. Y'all, it's been that type of week. Senior year, please understand, where it's extremely exciting. It is also extremely, not extreme, but it can be stressful. It has its stressful points, but it's happy stress. It's not oh, I'm sad and depressed. It's oh my God, I want to be a part of everything that I can, because they're a senior and they really don't really, they're going to be grown. And I'm like, no, this is the last time. So it's that.
It's the last time.
Not the last time, but it's the last time. This, y'all finished school. So now it's higher education. And you know what I'm saying? I'm in there, but not really. It's your responsibility, you know what I'm saying? So it's a whole thing. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all, I'm learning to let go. And this is part of me letting go, is being a part of the big stuff, you know? And then celebrate that, and then that whole night. I mean, I'm that parent. So I'm saying all this aside. Life just been life in.
Oh, okay.
And so my brain has been a little bit all over the place, even more than usual. Okay. But I'm still holding it together. So, hey, y'all, hey. I hope your week has been productive. I cannot judge the volume of minds just yet. I'm getting things done. And that's it. It's getting done. I am not gonna say I'm not gonna say I'm at my 100, but I'm not gonna say I'm below 75.
Okay.
It's not my best, but unless you like are behind the scenes, you wouldn't know.
All right.
So that's the level that I'm at this week. But I hope yours is being productive, you know what I'm saying? You getting stuff done and you out there, what is it? Getting the ball rolling, all that good stuff. Um, Hitting the books, um, you know, doing the darn thing out here. Um, so yeah, that's what that is. But anyway, welcome back for another week episode. We are starting a new month. So you know what that means? New experiences with more new wines and a new theme, most importantly. So for the month of March, we are doing women owned or women owned, women ran, woman wines. So things that women have a very large part in when it comes to the wine brand and what that looks like, you know. So we will be using that as our theme for the month of March. So our first popping grapes experience for this month. Sissy, what are you drinking?
I have Apothic Inferno by Apothic out of California of the US of A.
Fire.
It's a 2019 red blend that was whiskey barrel aged for 60 days.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
It is. It's gonna be
It's
gonna
gonna put
be
some, what mama say is gonna put some hair on your chest.
gonna be I don't think it's actually got whiskey in it. I think they just is that what's happening? Okay. Y'all, it's the spring here, so
Oh,
y'all know
our wonderful friends.
our wonderful friends, the ants,
Gotcha.
trying to make an appearance. I think
Yeah,
that's what happened. I felt something crawling. I think that may have been what tried to go down my shirt a little earlier.
trying to get some of that good.
For those watching, because I was like, what is that crawling? At first I thought it was my hair, but now that I saw, yeah, okay, that's what we're
Oh, it's time to get some of that good, Siobhan.
anyway. So that's what I'm drinking is Apothic Inferno.
Okay, I have a wine
Oh boy.
that is, I believe, to be red.
Okay.
Oh, I should have told you to read this to me. Y'all know I'm smart and illiterate at the same time.
I'm just mad you still got the court pull thing in the topic. That's it. That's it, and that's all for me. I just that's fine. How do you spell it, Lord Jesus?
The brand name?
Any whatever. Let's start with something brand type. I
Okay,
don't know.
so the brand, and the thing is, I said this brand in the store, but my brain is not allowing me to say it now. It's VOULET, and it has the two dots over the U.
Voilette. Voile.
I think it's, did he say the T was silent? Voile? I think it's
Voile.
voile. Yes. Voile.
Wait, VOILA. Wait, what?
VOULET.
Okay.
So yeah, the gentleman said it twice, so that's why I was saying it in the store, and yep, it's gone. But this is an a
Oh my God. Oh Lord, we're gonna be here all day. Just sit around.
oh my god,
How do you spell it?
CASORZO.
Casorca?
Sure.
Okay. Where is it from? We should have started there. I'm gonna need this fun already, Lord.
Lorton, Virginia.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus.
It's one of the things we were talking about on the other episode when Americans just be taking French and Italian names and just be putting it on stuff. That's what this is sounding like to me.
Woo. Inferno. Sorry.
Yeah. It's no description on the back of this. Oh, and it's only 5% alcohol by volume.
Mine is 15.9.
I knew I should have had what I saw. That's why I didn't take this cork out. See? Big ass sugar. This don't even say if it's red. I believe it's red because the color of the.
It looks like a red. Most reds are in the greenish bottles. It looks like a red.
But it does say gentle and perky.
I'm not even gonna touch that. I'm not even gonna touch that.
I think it's Casorzo, gentle and perky.
Casorzo?
Mm-hmm.
That's Italian.
Sure.
I think. I don't know. I don't know anymore.
Yes.
Okay, so anyway, sis, what you doing? Literally, right now. Literally, wasn't it right now?
I'm trying to read this damn bottle, okay? That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to convince myself that I went to school and I know how to put letters together that make sounds that turn into words.
And you can, just not in other languages, apparently. So it's fine. Just open the bottle, pour it, put it down, and let's get into this topic. Okay? Okay.
Yeah, let me open my 5%.
Lord. So first and foremost, I want to say this before we get started. This is my disclaimer. Accountability is a personal thing. It is self. And I say that because at the end of the day, it is up to the individual to take accountability. We cannot force someone else to take accountability, whether that is your friend, your sister, your significant other, your child. People who want to shirk responsibility will do so or attempt to do so or both. So that's my disclaimer. And this goes for men and women. Lord, but this is Sis Less Wine, so we talking to the sisters, to the ladies on this one. That's my disclaimer. Now that I've said that. Okay.
So yes, that's a Casorzo. It reminds me of Malvasia.
Malvasia, di Casorzo. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Y'all. Okay. So y'all know we talked about having like your girl tribe, and we talked about the importance of it, and we gave you all like why it's so important to have your girl tribe. Grab your girl tribe and have it. Yay! Okay, so now we're gonna talk about like an element inside your girl tribe that should definitely be prevalent.
Like, prevalent?
Yeah, that's the word. In there. Because I think sometimes, and I saw something today that just kind of like put a stamp on it, kind of solidified my thought process. Sometimes we get so caught up in having a girl tribe that the reasons why go under the table. We talk to our daughters, our sons too, but as mommies or women, we talk to our daughters, or hope we do, so different than the way that we talk to our sons about certain things. I cannot personally speak to my son about having a male friend. I'm not a male per se. Like there are certain things, certain aspects of that relationship I'm just not going to get. True. I'm just not. Because I'm a girl. It is what it is. And then that same retrospect, the other way. There are certain things that I know my daughters are going to relate to because they're women.
Yes.
So when teaching them to have their girl tribe or choosing their friends and things like that, I talk to them about what that looks like, but I also try to demonstrate that when they see me interacting with my girl tribe, which is also another part, when you're teaching young women who are coming up, coming into womanhood, they need to not just hear what you're saying, but they need to see you demonstrating this because, real life is the best teacher. Experience is the best teacher. Okay. So when I'm interacting with my sister Siobhan, my sister Erica, y'all seen her, the crazy one, my sister Isha, Nay, baby sis Nay, my sister-in-laws. That's my girl. So when they see me interacting with them and how we interact and how we talk to each other, they're taking all of this stuff in. And the one thing I can't appreciate about my girl tribe, and sometimes it's damn near annoying, is the accountability part. Uh, most of you know, I can speak to the relationship that Siobhan and I had. Even in forming this here podcast, it's evolved. Okay. Like it is not the same from 5 years ago. It's not. And it shouldn't be. It's been pushes. It's been pushes. It's been challenges. It's been victories. It's been overcoming. It's been trials. It's been hard times. Like hard. Like how do we get over this? And not necessarily podcasting, but life stuff. How do we get past this? How do we work around this scheduling? That's a whole nother thing. Hey sis, you owe me this, or what about this? Did you reach in contact? All of that stuff being held accountable, and then like checking, like, hey, like, yo, what's up? Like, you're a little rough right now. You okay? You all right? So, and that's me checking at you all right. I need to make sure I don't have to drive 2 hours, 4 hours to come see, because I will, but let me check first, because yeah, you okay? So that and in that is what we call accountability. Accountability is not just one-sided, it goes both ways. It definitely goes both ways. So accountability is like checking, sis, what you doing? But also being able to say, girl, I ain't did shit.
Not today.
And I don't feel like it. But in order to have that, you have to, I think it's important that we recognize, and we say this a lot of time, a whole lot. We mention the word vulnerability. Having that girl tribe, for us to relate to each other, us to relate to one another, it can come a little bit easier because we know, we know what it's like to bleed once a month or once every 6
okay.
2.5. But we can talk to each other about that. But also, we not go there. We know about them experiences, but what I'm saying is it's important. There's two sides to it. It's being able to own up to it and confess it openly, and then also being able to take it. So the accountability is being able to take that criticism. Girl, there have been times I have been crying my dear hoe, snot nose, ugly face, no wig, bull ass, head out. And not only Siobhan, Isha will look at me and be like, okay, but what are you doing? Or what are you going to do? What are your plans? Being accountable is being challenged. Y'all know we don't like being challenged all the time. Look, some people don't. but it's being challenged, being held accountable, like that's a lot. It's heavy and it could be stressful and you don't want it and it's uncomfortable and stuff, but it's needed in order to grow.
That is true. That is 100% true. 100% true. Before we continue, let me say this. I want to put the definition out there. Y'all know I haven't done it.
Come on, dictionary. We ain't had dictionary, Siobhan, all this season.
We just started.
Dictionary, Siobhan. Oh, you already got on glasses. I was gonna say put on your school teacher.
You know, I can't. They always here. Okay. So accountability is the noun. It is the act of being held accountable. So let's look at what being accountable means. Accountable, adjective, of a person, organization, or institution. Required or expected to justify actions or decisions. AKA be responsible. It's a semicolon, and then it says responsible. Now, for those who are like, oh, I don't know what it means to be responsible. Well, let's talk about what it means to be responsible. Since that is the synonym of this. This also comes from Oxford language. I like them. Having an obligation to do something or having control over or care for someone as part of one's job or role, professional responsibility. This is where it relates to accountability, though. Being the primary cause of something and so able to be blamed or credited for it. Here's why that's important. Accountability and responsibility are linked. They go hand in hand, y'all. They go hand in hand. But what I want us to highlight is two things. Being held responsible is not just you are getting blame and credits. You need to be able to get both. Too much I see in this world out here is people screaming for women or others to be held accountable, responsible, but it's only when it's blame, right? Be able to, a real friend in your girl tribe should big you up and give you credits, because you are responsible for the pros you do as well, and hold you responsible when you jacking up, when you messing up, when you effing up. And you need to be held accountable, AKA be able to justify why your actions, your thoughts, whatever. That is what accountability is. Accountability is the justification, really, for why you have done something. And here's the thing about that. What my thing is, I think it's a slippery slope for some women. And I'm not saying all, but for some women, because there are some of us who really do take accountability. We really do take a look. And then because there are so many people screaming that women aren't taking accountability. Y'all not taking accountability. The thing is, it's not necessarily, I think, that we're going to get to the women that do not take accountability. I am not negating them. We're going to get there. I'm going to address them too. But let me for a moment talk to the invisible and the ignored. Okay? There are millions of women who actually there are millions of women who actually do take accountability every day, and they are ignored and they are looked over because people always want to look for the negative. There are women who truly do self-reflect. I am one of those women. You are one of those women. We know a bunch of those women. And accountability is really about giving a justification. And here's the real deal, Holyfield. You may not like my justification, but that does not mean that's not me being held accountable. That just means you don't like my reason. Oh well.
But that's why I did it. And we all fall, parents, we fall victim of it too. 9 times out of 10, my kids' justification for shit does not make sense whatsoever. Like
to you though.
To me. But in their brains, it's still the reason why they did it. So you got to take it. And that's also a part of being accountable. When you give that part out to someone, you got to be able to take the fact that whatever reason, whatever justification they give you, it may not make sense. 1 + 1 might not equal 2. And let's be honest, girl, ladies, when we're talking to our girlfriends sometimes, 1 + 1 don't equal 2. That man cheated on you, but you still decided to stay. That boyfriend cheated on you, but you still stayed. Girl, why? Because it was good. 1 + 1 don't equal 2, baby. But okay.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, to like your justification, but to say, yo, women not taking accountability. No, that's you being accountable. If I come to you and I'm like, why? And you can give me the reason behind your why, that by definition is you being accountable. Accountability doesn't say I have to like your reason. It doesn't have to say your reason makes sense. It just means that you have a justification. I said the justification had to be good, daggone it, okay? It could straight up be, listen, why are you going on another date with him and he's stupid? Girl, because he makes $250,000 a year. Okay. All right.
Right.
I agree with that, but I see why you're doing it.
That's why you're doing it. I wouldn't do it. But that's why you're doing it. But then I'm going to challenge you a bit more. And that's the other part in the accountability from like your sisterhood, your sister tribe, your woman tribe, is they're going to ask you to justify your justification.
You might have to be digging a little deeper here.
Dig a little deeper. Like, you know what I'm saying? You might have to tea on it for me. But it's okay. And I think
this because it be for that example, because he make over $250,000 a year. Okay. Don't you have a job?
So you see how both our questions were different but the same? Like, what they got to do with you though?
Don't you have a job?
That's his money. That's not your money.
That's not your money. And if you come back like, well, I just like spending other people's money. Okay. I don't have to like it. If somebody could be like, yo, she's a gold digger. And that may be the case with this man. That may
be the case. I cannot disagree with that.
That may be the case for this man in this situation. And we are not saying that is not accurate. What we are saying though is she has held herself accountable. If you ask her why she did it, she could tell you why.
Right. And then as the person challenging this person's accountability, we make it known. I know you know what that could mean later on down the line. So that's also what being accountable is. Like that person who is holding you accountable should be challenging you to dig a little deeper in your justification, and then also reminding you or making you aware of outcomes that you may not be aware of. And that is something that can actually ultimately be used for your protection.
Yeah.
And to me, what I hear holding someone accountable, to me, that's what I see. I see protection. Because if I care about you, I'm going to hold you accountable to some level, to some extent. I mean, unless it's my job. But then that's my job. It's my well-being. So that's a whole different thing. But my girl tribe, like my sisters, like the sisterhood, that whole thing, like because it's a level of protection that I have over you now. Yes, there's such thing as being overprotective. Absolutely. But at least you won't be able to say, nobody told me, I didn't know, I didn't look at it. You know, you hear so many times in those conversations, I ain't look at it from that side, or I ain't look at it from that point. Well, yeah, that's another reason why it's important to have a girl tribe, because their experiences can give a view of different outlook, of different outcomes in a situation.
And here's the thing, that is spoken. Let me tell y'all, she coming to y'all as big sister. That's what she is. She coming at you as big sister. Big sister is protecting. She's holding you accountable. So she understands your justification so she can protect you if somebody comes at you. Y'all, okay, right? I'm with that in part because for those who don't know by blood, I am the oldest, the middle, and the youngest. Okay. It's a wonderful place to be in, all three jumping around. And I'm a Cancer on top of that. So y'all know I'm crazy. I'm 3 times crazy. Okay. Because I'm the oldest, the middle child, and the youngest. Baby, I am everybody. I'm every woman. Y'all see what I'm saying? So here's what I'm saying. I'm holding you accountable. Some people I hold accountable because I protect. Other people I'm trying to hold accountable, aka figure out your reason, your rationale, how you responsible, because the middle child in me is like, how I get out of this is if somebody asks me, because I've been watching you be stupid over there, right? Tell me why you being stupid. Because then if somebody come to me and ask me the same thing, I won't be able to say the same thing. If somebody come to me and is like, yo, Siobhan, you make whatever 80,000 a year. Why are you over here with this dude who makes 6 figures just for dinner? Yes. Why? And well, because I remember Michelle shit, right? Michelle had said because she likes spending other dudes' money. That's a good justification for me, so I'm gonna use that. I like spending other people's money. That's, you know what I'm saying? So as a middle child, sometimes I'm looking for other people accountability because I'm trying to figure out how to be accountable and find that. The youngest in me is like, sometimes I'm not gonna lie, y'all. The youngest in me ain't trying to be accountable. I'm like, the youngest accountability is this. I felt like it. It's the simplest. I felt like it. And here's the thing though, right? Like, to her point, your girl tribe should hold you responsible. You should be expecting that. I expect for my girls to hold me accountable. And quite frankly, I am the person that not only do I expect you to, I go looking for that shit. Real talk. I remember.
So you're not gonna say nothing?
I remember years ago. I remember years ago I wanted to punch Michelle in the face. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because it was a dude. Y'all, they know him as Preach. It was a dude, right? And I said, so I knowing my sister gonna be on my side. Do you understand what I'm saying? She gonna hold me down. She gonna be on my side. She gonna be on my side. She gonna be on there. Cause we sitting on the floor at our other sister. She gonna be on my side. I said, yo, so that's the situation. That's what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, he did this, I did this, he did this, I did this, he did this. I'm right. She was like, well, actually. I was like, I'm sorry. So is this on? Let me try again. I'm right. Right? Sissy, you wrong on it. Sissy, you wrong on this one.
I'm gonna have to no, baby. That's not how this one goes. He's right.
I said, what you mean he's right? And let me tell y'all why I just knew she was gonna be on my side too, because she don't even like this man. You know what I'm saying? That's another way where you know you in the real wrong when your ally sides with your enemy. I'm sorry, when your ally sides with the enemy. You him. I just knew I had a friend, and she said, no, you don't. Not today. Not today. And I had to eat that because I remember I was like, well, how am I not accountable? And she broke it down. And at the end, I couldn't even argue with the logic. I couldn't argue with it. I said, she might have a point right there. There might be a perch or two, just some tip tops right in there. She might have a perch. And
then I was like, give me her. That would be mad.
And because I'm mature. Now, what I will say is this is the other side of that. Part of why I had to take that accountability and I had to eat that was because it was presented in a logical position, and I am a logical woman. I was annoyed, right? I wasn't even completely emotional because what had happened like 2 days before. So I was just recapping what had happened. I had already told him where to go, how to get there, and gave him the gasoline and the drawers to put on. So I was just coming to validate my already done actions, and they did not get validated, and I had to reassess, and then I had to go back and semi-apologize to this man because I still wasn't gonna fully apologize. I wasn't.
It's the semi.
I wasn't fully committed. He got like,
I'm gonna acknowledge it with my girl tribe, but the outside would never see this.
He got a partial pardon, y'all. He got a partial apology. He got that. I wasn't.
No, I mean, and that's what we're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, when we talk about the village, not just in raising kids, but the village itself, like the people that we surround ourselves with, the friends that we choose to have, the people we connect ourselves with, in all of those ways, that's what's needed. Mm-hmm. Of course, you want everything to be done in love, but y'all, tough love is a thing. And it is. As me, being who I am, the full Sagittarian, heart child, stubborn, you're not going to tell, you can tell me, but you're not going to tell me. Person that I can be at times, no time. I've had to eat that too. Um, and then the funniest part of all of this is when the one who checks you is the one who out of the whole girl tribe, everybody be looking at with the side eye, like, what bitch, what you doing? Like, and she come check you and tell you something, and then you be wanting to like fire back and be like, well, wait a minute. You ain't even X, Y, and Z. And, da, da, da. And she go, well, we talk about you right now. Facts. But you're not just gonna skip over this. But this isn't about me. This is about you.
Let's keep focused. Let's keep focused.
Right. So, y'all, it happens. Now, I will say, to speak to the other side of this.
Yeah, some of y'all don't want to be held accountable for anything.
And we have to recognize.
Yeah, we have to recognize that. And I think we forget. You remember back in the day that there was the saying like, yo, people used to be like, I'm gonna ride with you, but even when you're wrong, I'm gonna ride with you when you're wrong, but I'm gonna tell you that you're wrong. And somehow the I'm gonna tell you when you're wrong fell off, and people are just like, no, you're just supposed to ride with me when I'm wrong, but not say anything. That's not, I don't want that person around me, quite frankly. And that's not a safe person to have around you, quite frankly. And no, so y'all need to be held accountable. Sir, madam, you need to be held accountable. You cannot go through life acting like everything you do is going to have a consequence. And the people around you who actually care about you, who actually give two F's and the shit and the fuck about you, they're going to want better for you. That's why I hold people accountable. I'm just trying to protect you. I don't want people to let me try to protect you. I'm not here for that. I'm here because I want you to grow.
I'm the protector. She's the one who wants you to
I want you to grow. I'm the motivator. I want you to grow. So
prosper. That's the word. Protector, prosper.
Yes, I want you to prosper. She wants to protect. I want to prosper. And I'm everybody's free therapist anyway in our group. If y'all don't know, there was a time that everybody called me for problems. I'm also the youngest, not including the baby girl. So I am the youngest, and the elders here, because y'all know if y'all come to me, you gonna grow. I'm not gonna protect you. This one has come to me with, I just want to know. The crazy one has come to me. I've had conversations with a bunch of people who guess. And there's nothing wrong with that, but you have to know that you have to grow. That's it. And growth requires challenge. That's it, period. It requires trials and tribulations. That's it, period. You're going to have to go through life, and life going to be life anyway. It's not going to be a cakewalk in the park. You can have moments of bullshit justifications,
but they not going to be
the same. But that can't be your whole life is I felt like it.
And that's part of the accountability part. Let me tell y'all, we had a whole extended sister girl tribe, and it fell apart. Now, do I believe that there are other ways that this may have been avoidable? Absolutely. But I also still believe that it was inevitable. So regardless, I feel like it still would have happened, maybe not just that way. But there was altercation. Well, not altercation, but there was, yes, altercation, disagreement within the girl tribe. And one thing we have to be conscious of is within your girl tribe, you know who reacts to what in one way. Like anyone who comes to me knows that I'm going to look to accountability, protected. Anyone, no, Siobhan, okay, but how are you going to move forward? You're going to prosper. Isha is okay, but are you okay? Like, where are you now? Like, let's deal with the now. Erica, who I got to fight.
Yeah. Erica, I'll say this. Eureka wants you to be Eureka and I are similar, and I think we both want you to prosper. I'm just not gonna cuss you out and be ready to throw hands with you over it. She's also a prosperer because she and I have gone back and forth. And there are conversations whenever we hold each other accountable is you want is to do better, which is why for a second there, for a year or two back in the back, I know that I was the only person she really listened to because she didn't want to be protected, because that made her feel whatever. She wanted to prosper, but I was the only one first of all, she always ready to squat. I'm not going to squat up with you. I'm going to just be like, oh, okay, you come back when you're ready to have a conversation. And because I'm not going to engage on that level, she want to prosper. And the same on the other side. She's just the person that if you go to them, well, why did you?
She gonna match you.
She ready to fight you for your prosperity.
I'm gonna fight you for your own protection. You know what? You're drowning. I'm gonna hit you on top of the head and I'll carry you, and we both prosper. That is her.
That is her. She wants you to prosper through violence. I don't want it to be violent. You gotta go through war. That's what it is. Eureka want to take you through war. I don't want to take you through war. I just want to take you through a questionnaire.
Conflict avoidance is Siobhan's way.
That's
okay. Erica is, oh, we got beef. Let's make some stew. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what we gotta do? Let's eat this mofo up. Hold on. So you have to know the components of your girl tribe and the ways that they look at you to hold you accountable to get you through situations. And one reason you can't say you don't know, because you don't, even in your girl tribe, you might go to one first before you go to the other, because you know what their response is going to be. Yep. So you can't say, oh, well, I don't know who's who. You absolutely do, because it may be one girlfriend that you'll talk to about this right away, and that girlfriend will be the one girlfriend that'll talk to everybody, say, okay, now look, now, you know, she was going through X, Y, and Z. This, no, she didn't tell me that. Okay, well, I'm telling you, we can talk to. Now, that is something similar to what happened in our group, but it was done in the wrong way, and it destroyed the group. So my point is, we have to keep all of this in perspective in this girl group, because if you don't, then that's when the cattiness, that's when the competing against each other in an unhealthy way happens. That's when the resentment starts to build up, the jealousies, all of that stuff can then start to, you're planting those seeds and they start to grow, they start to fester, they start to, throughout the group. So you have to be able to date that in a healthy way. And it's going to be uncomfortable in some instances. In some instances, it's going to be downright funny. In some instances, it's going to be downright funny years later. We can't laugh. It's too soon. But give it about 2-3 years, we're going to look back on this and we're going to laugh. But in order to get to that 2-3 years, you have to do the work. And part of doing the work is keeping in mind these women are holding me accountable, or they're checking me, or they're challenging me for my own good. They're not doing this to hurt me. And we have to keep that in the forefront of our minds in some hard, tough situations, debates, and everything. Trust me, I do. Because I have a whole full-blown blooded sister, and I promise you, there are sometimes I look at this young lady and go, are y'all sure? We had the same mama and dad, and we was raised in the same house. How did you get to this and not that? Everybody else, even the people that was halfway in our house, got to that. But you, how you get over there? Explain. Explain to me. Make it make sense, please. And those things are gonna happen. But another part of that is being able to love people and meet people where they are. There's a challenge for me in some retrospects, especially for that one, because we had the same parents. We raised the same, we were taught the same things. What the fuck? Like, sometimes I really want to be like, bitch, what you doing? Like, what? What? 1 + 1 = 2. No. It's not 17. Shit. But also having to step outside of myself and learn to accept this person for where they are. And that can be a hard pill to swallow for everybody else and your girl tribe.
The thing about accountability is it starts with self. So you have to really look at yourself. You cannot expect. The problem with people who don't hold themselves accountable, and it's usually easy to spot, is there's always deflection. It's always somebody else's fault. Oh, they won't take me back in the house because no, well, why though? Why won't they? Oh, because they did. It's never really about what you did. It's never personal about what I did. It's about what everybody else did that's hindering me and stopping me. But and let me be clear that I do believe a lot of life does happen to you. It just certain things you can't stop. Somebody steal your identity, you slip on some ice and Aflac want to be stupid and not get you your money. This is a real situation happening, y'all. I'm witnessing it secondhand. Flagstar decides that they want to do some illegal nonsense to try to get you to try to foreclose on your house with no cause and no justification, and they're not being held accountable. Yes, life happens, but there are also the decisions that we make of, but you didn't have to sleep with that person. You didn't have to go on a date with that person. And even and even outside of romantic relationships, you didn't have to buy that car you knew you couldn't afford. You didn't have to afford. You did not have to do that. You didn't have to get this wardrobe you can't afford. You knew what your salary was. You did not have to live beyond your means. You did not have to get that bag. You did not have to get those shoes. You did not have to entertain that man. You did not have to get in that car. You did not have to do all of these things. You said what?
You did not have to go to that club.
You didn't have to go to the club. It's so many things that are your choices day to day, moment to moment, that will impact and affect what you do in the future. You didn't have to keep entertaining somebody you knew you weren't interested in because you feel like, well, no, they need to read the room and understand I'm not interested. Or you could just tell them. Oh no, I shouldn't have had to tell her that I was an F-boy. She should have just known. Okay, but you still need to take responsibility. Oh, he should have known that I was only here for whatever because I told him that I only go to Ruth's Chris on the first date. So it's his fault. No, you decided to be that person. He is not forcing you. He's not forcing you to not eat at Cheesecake Factory. He's not forcing you to.
I just had Cheesecake Factory the other day.
Hey, okay. He's not forcing you to get on TikTok or Instagram and say whatever out your mouth. He's not forcing you to do that. Your best friend's not forcing you to do that. This other woman's not forcing you to do that. There are things you're contributing to the negativity of the world. You don't get to then look around and go, I don't know why they acting like that.
And not even of the world, of your world.
Your world too, your person.
Like, I know there's so many people that are self-centered. They're not even thinking about the world. They're thinking about themselves. So that's your world. Like, we have had someone in the sister group who loved to post what was going on in their relationship on the intranet. And then wanted to fight the commenters. Well, baby, if you didn't put that up there, guess what you wouldn't be doing? Now, do I understand you wanting to vent, but you need to find a right? Get a journal. Like get a journal.
Talk to somebody that's actually around you instead of taking it to the internet to rant. Because the other part is you did a lot of that for attention. The things people do for attention and then turn around and act so surprised is amazing. It's baffling to me.
Yeah, but also recognizing that part too. Like when someone let's stick to that situation. They post something, they get the comments. Okay, so now they got the attention. Well, I asked them, you did when you put that out there. Because it's a place for people to comment. to come together, to congregate and have these conversations. So you open that door.
Mm-hmm.
So when people walk through the open door, because most
And
people
you
that
open.
try to walk through the closed door, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the closed door, people be going like, how do I get around it? But the open door, people walk, open the floodgates of heaven. Like that's what you did. So let it rain and clear it out is happening right now. Yeah, I just put gospel a little moment ago.
And you open the door. So
now this is the consequence to that. So at the end of the day, what do we love saying in our sister group? So what did we learn? I swear that should be like our slogan. We should put that on the t-shirts because I swear to God, we say that to each other all the time. So what did we learn? and it's I'm laughing, it's funny, but it's a real question. Like we be laughing, but we be serious. Like what did we learn? What did we get from this? Are we going to repeat this in the same way? Now it's different when you repeat it in a slightly different way, and the outcome you be like, hold up, but I didn't think that was the same. But you try new things, like that's trial and error. I can understand that, but not the same thing in the same way with the same results. Maybe that's insanity. Okay. What? So we just have to be realistic when we're talking about being accountable, being held accountable or holding someone else accountable. If you're holding someone else accountable, good or bad, also understand they might not get it. It might go with all the justifications and everything that they have, you still might not change their mind. You might not change their habit. You might not change their train of thought. And that's where the loving them where they are comes into play. So my last thing that I have to say as we wrap this up is while we're in our sister groups and our sister group, our girl tribes, our girlfriends, sisters, or whatever you want to call it, continue to hold each other accountable respectfully and with love. Understand that everybody not gonna get it the first time. So accept people for where they are. And lastly, know how to say what you need to say and leaving it alone. Like just leave it.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes we say what we need to say, and we are myself get so passionate about it, and you're like, why don't you get it changed now?
It doesn't work like that.
That's me. So yeah, those are my three things that I have to say in reference to accountability, holding someone accountable, as well as being held accountable. Those are the three things that I would say to remember when we're talking amongst our friends and they're telling us the stories and we honey child and girl please and this, that, and the other. Oh, and lastly, learn to shut the hell up. If you have fallen out of the girl tribe and the girl tribe is no longer existing, this is where your character becomes into play. Whatever was talked about amongst the girl tribe needs to stay there. Don't form a new girl tribe and then talk about that other girl. Because if you did that to them, when it happens to the new one, because it's inevitable. Then
So
what?
my one thing, I only got one. It's only really one. Is don't expect from others what you're not willing to do. And that's for anything in life. If you're going to sit here and hold anybody else accountable, are you holding yourself accountable? People are so quick to hold that mirror up to everybody else but don't want to do this and flip it unless y'all doing some type of dance and you're not really looking in it. You happy to look real shallow and hair flip, but are you really going to take a good look in the mirror when you do these things?
I'm thinking about the man in the mirror.
Like, y'all, that's my one thing. I hold everybody to a standard and a level of accountability because I hold myself there. I have higher expectations for women than I do for men because I'm a woman. And I have a certain level of expectation for myself. So I need us all to get here. I hold Black people higher accountability than anybody else because I'm Black. So if I can be here, I need y'all to figure out how you can. I hold Black women to a higher accountability and level and expectation than any other female group because I'm a Black woman and I got here. So I'm gonna need y'all to figure out how to get here too. And it's not saying that it was easy as a woman, as a Black woman, as a Black person. I'm not saying that getting to certain levels is going to be easy. Leveling up is not easy. We had a whole conversation about leveling up 2-3 years ago, but it's still necessary. Prosper, move forward, regardless of what your circumstances are and situations are. And you don't have to jump from a 2 to a 10, but move from a 2 to a 2.5. Then once that's your minimum, move from that. Maybe you get a 3.5, but you got to keep moving. So to be like, oh, well, I started at, let me tell you what, every adult started broke. You started broke. Did your parents start less than you? Sure, perhaps. But guess what? Most 90+% of people in high school ain't got no money, ain't got no jobs. Okay. So figure it out. But you figured it out, right? I won't say 90. Y'all not making real money in high school. Okay. So, but you making real money now, I hope, as an adult, at least enough to pay your bills. Whatever you were making in high school is not going to pay any, not now, bill. More than likely. Okay.
Maybe no. Cell phone, maybe.
Maybe.
I think that's literally it, because it's damn sure not paying cable.
Y'all can't even pay. Can you even pay gas these days? I know we could. Can y'all pay gas these days? My thing is, but the point of it is this: stop expecting from other two sides. One, for the people who hold accountable, stop expecting everybody else to be 1,000 and you at a 5. Stop sitting up here screaming at somebody, oh, you need to be accountable. Oh, you need to be accountable. Oh, you need to be accountable. Are you, madam? When was the last time you saw your kids? Lady? And I'm talking to women. This is for women. I know everybody talks about deadbeat dads and deadbeat mamas out here, so I'm talking to them. When's the last time you saw your kids, madam? You want to hold this chick accountable because she got 3 kids by 2 dudes. Sir, madam, you have 1 child by 1 man and you ain't seen your kid in 3 years. So what's the difference, boo? Okay. Don't hold people to levels you not reaching. Don't do that. Don't do that. It starts with self. Before you sit out here trying to flex on everybody else, make sure your house is in order.
And most people's houses ain't in order because life be life. Okay? Because circumstances and situations pop up all the time that get you off your game, that knock you down, trials and tribulations happen. So if that's the case, just yeah, if that's the case, which it is, because nobody is perfect, which is why that's the case. So if that's the case, then we all still have work to do, so that grace is necessary.
So if you haven't seen your kid in a year, don't come at this woman with 3 kids and 2 baby daddies about what she should be doing, and then don't get mad when she turn around and look at you and hold you accountable as well. Mm-hmm. Accountability is a 2-way street. If you're talking a girl tribe and you allow other people in your circle and you really have real friends, not these little Facebook friends, not these Instagram followers, not these TikTok, whatever, not these YouTube.
Not the friends that just want to go on vacation for the pictures.
Not
the ones that's going to come to you, that your girl tribe, for those, sorry to cut you off, Sissy, in case you have issues identifying, are the identifying them, again, which I don't believe anyone really does. But those, the ones that when your grandma passed, that'll come and just sit there with you. Mm-hmm. The one, if they can't sit there with you, they send you a text message to let you know, hey, I was thinking about you. I hope you okay. The ones who, girl, I ain't seen you in 3 months. What you doing? The ones who, hey, I know you can't be here at this match, but I got my nephew. He's here. I'm here. My son's not doing X, Y, and Z, but I'm here for the whole thing because nephew is doing this and sends you videos.
Mm-hmm.
The ones who, hey, I saw this, that, and the other. Did you still need? I remember 3 months ago you was telling me you needed X, Y, and Z. Did you still need that? Because I just saw that. Well, I'm gonna grab it and I'll bring it to you.
Sometimes support looks like a challenge. It's not always comfortable because that support is what she's talking about. And that's the support we like, right? But sometimes your sister coming to you and being like, sis, what you doing? It's her supporting you. It's her supporting your elevation. You just can't see it because of the mess you're in.
Because it's not wrapped up in a pretty bow.
And it's not necessarily wrapped up pretty.
Sometimes it's not pretty. Sometimes it's wrapped up in tears. It's wrapped up in raspiness. It's wrapped up in emotions. It is. But after that,
did you grow? Did you learn? Was a change made? Did a change need to be made? When you really, I think a lot of it is because people get in their feelings. And y'all, please stay tuned with us next week. Is Winding with the Guys, and we will just be talking about that feelings. Who is more emotional, men or women? But it's that. And yes, women, ladies, we are, it's not that we're more, I don't think we're emotional. I'm gonna tell y'all my stance right now than men, but I think we are emotional. And there's nothing wrong with being emotional. It means you're not a robot, you're a human being. And don't ever apologize for being a human being. However, human beings are also logical. So when you get out your feelings and when you get out the moment of, I can't believe she said that to me. When you go back and think about it, if you need time to think about it, I told y'all, my sister here came for me. I just knew she was gonna be on my side. She wasn't betrayer, traitor. But sometimes, okay, you may look like, oh, you betraying ass bitch, but it's to help you. It's to protect you, or it's to help you prosper. It's to uplift you. It's to move you into a better place. And I know we always, let me tell y'all what. I know we say that God will move you and he will, but sometimes maybe the way that he's moving you, since he can't actually talk to you.
Oh, he put people, even when you talk to him, he put people. He sent confirmations after confirmations. He be hitting you upside the head with stuff like, oh,
and maybe you should be happy he's sending you somebody that actually cares about you enough to let you cry it out, have a safe space, or come at you one-on-one, because he could send an enemy to get the same outcome that needs to be had. It can be done in a less nice way, in a less personal way,
less painful,
much more painful way. Then I'm gonna send your sister to check you right now, because if your sister can't check you in school, I'm gonna send your mama. If your mama not gonna be enough, I'm gonna send your grandma. If that's not enough, then I'm gonna send you. Do you really want?
Then I'm gonna send life. First of all, grandma always said, "Don't nobody teach a lesson like life, baby."
And life is dictated by the Lord. Cheers to that. Amen. Okay, so
ladies and gentlemen, we will say cheers.
Cheers to that.
Oh, because we can go on and on and on and on and on and on and on. Only know. I know about this.
That is my song. That's my jam.
So this has been a wonderful episode. A whole bunch to say, ladies. I hope you guys grab some nuggets, grab a sister, friend, cousin, whomever, listen to it, talk about it, debate it, whatever. Comment in the comment section, like, excuse me, who's the protector accountability person, and who's the prosper accountability person in your group? Like, which let's see who's the nuck if you buck accountability. Like, who's what? We definitely want to know. So comment below and let us know, like, who in your girl tribe, and identify their piece of accountability when it comes to life situations and lessons learned and things like that. That I'm very interested to see what some people have to say. But before we get out of here, let us know some details about your wine, since we don't do wine reviews.
We do not. So for those who don't know, this year we have decided to do all our wine reviews juntos together at the wine outs, because we give us more time to talk to y'all. But then we can just tell y'all the bottles, and then y'all can grab them for the wine out. You know, you already got them. You already done tasted them. So all I'm going to give you is the details, and then if I recommend or I don't. So I'm just say yes or no. And then I will give y'all my actual number rating and my reasoning at the bottom, if I remember. Because I feel like y'all, if y'all like, should I get it for the wine out? I'm gonna tell y'all, if don't get it, or I'm gonna tell y'all could
skip this one. Please skip
this. So
what is it? What weight did it used to be? Pass or something. Skip or dip or whatever, something like that. What was the little slang?
I have no idea.
Smash or pass.
Oh. I mean, you can smash grapes. You can. They did it in that Lucille Ball episode. She was, I love Lucy in the grapes.
So instead of the cheers to that wine review, we're going to do smash or pass these grapes. Let's do that.
So this is the Apothic Inferno. It's whiskey barrel aged for 60 days, 2019 red blend, 15.9% ABV. I feel it. The back says a red blend emerges from the flames, creating a most unexpected and masterful encounter. Paying tribute to a time-honored craft, this wine has been aged for 60 days in whiskey barrels, creating blood notes of red and dark fruit with layers of maple and spice. It's definitely a full body, y'all. Tell you that right now. It is heavy on the palates. It does have spice to it. Like, there is a spice hint to it. I'm not really sure what other notes are in this, y'all. I'm not that great. And maybe I'm just intoxicated because I haven't really been eating well, too. And this is like almost 16%. I also find it funny that they put 15.9%. Y'all couldn't just round it on up to 16. Like, y'all had to, you know what I'm saying?
It wasn't quite there. They couldn't give that extra, you know what I'm saying?
Like, is there a legal thing? Like, if it's over 16%, y'all got to pay more or something? Y'all can't import. But it's not even imported. It's California. Whatever. Anyway. Yeah, you know what? So heavy palates, medium acidity. I'm not sure what's in the red blend. I kind of want to say a Shiraz. It got like a Shiraz taste is in it, and probably a cab. These are my assumptions and my guesses. I'm gonna say smash because it's 15.9%. Okay, like listen. Once you get over like 13, just smash. Just smash. Okay,
smash it because of alcohol.
Just smash it, but unless it's disgusting.
Because the alcohol. Period.
Because how many of y'all smashing liquor just because it's liquor? Because it's rum, because it's vodka, because it's tequila. You don't really like the taste of that. You just smashing because you smash it. But I will say the one thing that makes me laugh about this is I think back to when we started this podcast, y'all. Real quick. I think about when we started this podcast and we got clowned by certain individuals who shall remain nameless because y'all just gonna drink wine, and now we know it's some wines out here hitting liquors, like smashing liquors, y'all, like punching them in the throat, taking them down, USC style. Okay, I think everybody has underestimated wine up until these past 5 years because, especially men folk, sorry. Because I think you always looked at your girl. She always drinking them wine. She a lightweight. Is she a lightweight or is she drinking 15?
Is she though? Because that's 15.9.
Or is she drinking 15.9? My God. Is she?
What is your APV on your drink?
That's the new question for your dude when he look at your wine bottle and start circuit. But what's your AP? What's your
APV?
What's your ABV though?
What's your number?
What's your number? What's your percentage? Tell them, put them percents up. Put them percents up.
ATV.
What show number is? That's a 7. Oh, I can't with you.
Oh, yeah. I only do 13.
Y'all, I'm sorry.
Oh, goodness. Okay. Well, this is a Michelle wine. It has
Nothing on the back.
nothing on the back. About the wine. It says imported by Michael R. Dowry Selections in Lorton, Virginia.
If it's imported, then it's foreign. So where's it from?
I'm looking. Okay, it's from Italy.
That's what I thought. Okay.
It just says red wine. Product of Italy. Bottled by something that I'm not about to pronounce. Grzanzo.
Okay.
That's what it says. A red wine product of Italy. The alcohol by volume is 5. This is baby. This is baby. This is baby. But I will say I will smash this. This reminds me of your favorite wine. I think you're going to enjoy it. I think you are really going to enjoy this.
I'm wondering if Casorso is the place or the grape.
I don't know, but that's what this is. It says a Casorso. That's why I was like, I know this word. Like, I'm not crazy. I know. I promise you, I can read. I promise you, I can read. I don't know what be happening when we hit record. My brain's like, bump reading, girl. But this was good, and that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not going to say anything else. I'm not going to give anything else away. I'm trying to make sure this cork is in here without hawking it. Shut up, Siobhan. But ladies and gentlemen, this has been extremely fun. I hope you have enjoyed this episode as much as we have. Be sure to join us each and every Wednesday right here on YouTube or any other of your favorite podcast listening platforms at 12 p.m. on your lunch or just anytime throughout the day. Be sure to follow us on IG at ALS2WA. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. We have not talked about our subscription numbers. I don't know what they are, but
we have 165. Y'all help us get to 200.
Yeah, 200 organic subscriptions would be wonderful.
Can I say thank y'all for that? Because we get so many solicitations for people that want us to use their platform to pay for subscribers. So all of y'all who are listening, watching on YouTube, because that's the ones I can see subscribers. All y'all 165 who subscribe, we appreciate y'all because it's real.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, most definitely. And the one thing we definitely said we love it to do is just to build our platform off of the strength of us and who wants to a community, who can relate to us, who wants to be here. We don't have to pay anyone or anything like that. On YouTube, on Instagram, we're at 404 followers.
I don't think I've realized it. I think the last time I looked,
332 followers. We're following 404. So
that's still higher than our last I looked at.
So again, love it. Thank you all for supporting us in the ways that you do. Like I said, just be sure to like, share, subscribe, talk to us. We don't mind talking to people. We love engagement. So just make those comments down below, either right here on YouTube or IG. You'll get either Siobhan or myself. If you listen to the podcast and you read the responses, you probably can tell who's responding. There's definitely a difference. But don't be afraid to comment, like, debate, whatever with us on those platforms as well. We are your hostesses, Ty and Michelle.
And Siobhan Camille.
Be sure to join us every last Saturday, sometimes Sunday.
That was just this last Sunday, y'all. We gonna hopefully not do that again.
Every last Saturday of the month at 3 p.m. right here on YouTube Live and Instagram Live for our wine outs, where we taste the wines that we've had throughout the month. We give you our wine reviews numerically, so be sure to look out for that as well as we answer our questions of randomness. So be sure to look out for that. And remember, guys, as always,
there's nothing wrong with a little wine. Or a lot.
15.9.
15.9.
Bye, y'all. See y'all next week.